Ross Barton recently got a shock when Lewis turned up in the Emmerdale village again. The distant brothers had a falling out a few weeks ago, when Ross blackmailed Lewis into keeping quiet about Moira Dingle killing their mum. Lewis said he didn't want a brother like Ross, and walked away. Lewis reluctantly made his way back to Butler's after being thrown out of his house. The landlord had discovered Lewis was growing weed in his loft, and the newcomer needed a new place to live, as well as somewhere to store the plants. Just before Lewis' arrival, Ross and Mackenzie Boyd had learnt that Moira had received another bill from the water company. Ross immediately spied an opportunity when Lewis entered Butler's, and concluded selling his plants would get them enough cash to pay off the farm fine. In upcoming episodes, Mackenzie pesters Ross, who then decides he'll try and get Lewis to change his mind about selling the weed to a dealer. After opening up to his brother, Lewis is grateful when Ross reaffirms a commitment to doing this his way. However, unbeknownst to the siblings, Mac has already agreed to sell the weed. Mackenzie's contact is a man called Ray, played by Joe Absalom. When Lewis gets word that Ray is on his way, he can't believe his brother's betrayal. With his brotherly relationship well and truly fractured, Ross tells Mac that he's in no mood to complete the deal with Ray. But the next day, Ross grows worried when he finds all the plants have disappeared, and he's certain he knows who is responsible. As the fallout begins, Mac confirms he didn't sell the weed to Ray, leaving Ross to wonder if Lewis is growing enough plants to send him to prison for a long time. When Lewis gets back to Butler's, he's furious to realize someone has stolen their weed to sell on the streets. But was it Ray? And if so, how are Mac, Ross and Lewis going to get themselves out of his dark and dangerous world?